Honors Part 4. You are welcome to my class. I am Siddhartha Shankar, an assistant professor in English in Government Harganga College, Munshiganj. Dear students, we are discussing on your course, that is 20th century novel, and our present topic is Sons and Lovers by D.H. Lawrence. And dear students, I have already taken 7 classes on this novel. This is a modern novel, a psychological novel, and from here we get a lot of information about human psychology, and at the same time, this is an autobiographical novel, that is through the character of Paul. We get the reflection of D.H. Lawrence's life. So therefore, this is an autobiographical novel. So today, basically, I am going to tell you about some important questions that are essential, or that have the possibility to come in the examination. That from here, the first and foremost thing is that this is a novel, a modern novel, and a psychological novel, and the here the one mythical background is there, that is Freud has established, that is Oedipus complex. So Oedipus complex, this is a very important thing in this novel, and from here questions will come in the examination. That is, what is Oedipus complex, and how it is treated in this novel. So whenever you will discuss on this question, first of all you have to discuss from where this term has been taken. This is from Sophocles' great drama, that is Oedipus Rex. From there this term has been derived, and Freud has given a theory based on it, that is mother fixation. So discussing the background of this theory, we will discuss on this question. And in this novel you will get some very complicated characters, very important characters, and the first thing is that the character of Gertrude Morrell, the prominent female character of this novel. So you may face questions about this character. So therefore, the character of Gertrude Morrell is a very important question for the university examinations. And here Lawrence's idea about man and woman conflict. Here you see male characters and female characters, and there is no compromise or happy relationship between them, between men and women, and almost all the relationship became failure. So what is the reasons behind this failure? Of course, there are some social background, psychological background, economical background is there, and at the same time, the real character or the autobiography of the writer has been reflected here, and therefore we see that there is no good relationship among the male and female characters in this novel. So there is a conflict. So here we have to discuss about this conflict, and the question is, what is Lawrence's idea about men and women conflict in Sons and Lovers? So here we see the conflicts between almost all the characters. You see at the beginning we see the conflict between Gertrude Morrell and Mr. Morrell, and later there is also conflict between the mother and sons, that is Paul and Gertrude, and between Paul and Miriam, Paul and Clara, Clara and Baxter Doyce. So therefore, whenever we will see any male character and their opposite female character, we will find a lot of conflict. Um, and here I have seen that here you see that why did Paul's relationship with Miriam fail? What is the significance of Paul Miriam? So you know that mm, almost all the relationship basically came to a failure. That means this relationship didn't establish here. Therefore, what are the reasons behind it? So this is a matter of discussion, and that the characters of this novel has a great impact on each other, and therefore, due to this impact or influence, no relationship could be proved a good one. So here, almost all the relationship basically proved failure or mismatched. Uh, that about you will have to answer that is um, the theory that is mother fixation. What have I told earlier? Father son relationship. The another thing here, mother son relationship basically is an important question because it is based on Oedipus complex, and the father son relationship, if it comes in the examination, this is just the opposite, because Freud proved that, or Freud observed that there is good relationship between opposite sexes, that is mother and son, and father and daughter. But if in the examination we find that to analyze the relationship between father and son in this novel, so here we will discuss in opposite term. You see that we may not find that happy relationship or very close relationship between father and son. And here in this novel, the father, Mr. Morel, was basically a coal miner and rough behaved character, and he basically isolated fellow in that family, because he was only the breadwinner of the family, and he took a little care of his babies and children, and that's why a good relationship never grew among the father and that issues. As the mother always took care of the babies, a good relationship was formed between mother and son. So the father and son relationship was not a good one here in this novel. And sometimes you may have to discuss on the characters. You may have to discuss the characters of the major characters in this novel, like Mr. Morel, Paul Morel, William, Arthur. uh, and we have already discussed about them. And here in this novel, another theme is that the love and marriage. So in the examination we may find the question, discuss the treatment of love and marriage in Sons and Lovers. So love and marriage, here you see almost all the love affair was basically mismatched, or no happy ending is there. And the marriage was marriage has a sorrowful consequence, no happiness in the family bonding. So here in this novel, basically it reflects the scenario of modern working class people, where the people are mechanized. They actually live and earn for themselves, and they always seek happiness for themselves, and they take little care for others. And therefore, basically in the working class people, we will find that they are busy with their self interest, and in the same thing happened in this novel also. And the relationships, all the relationships was basically a mechanical relationship, or there is no uh, uh, passion here. They are not passionate to each other to continue this relationship. So here, love and marriage is basically love is basically almost absent here, or love was mm, not proved significant. So therefore, dear students, today I have tried to discuss on some major questions that are important for your examination, and hopefully this class will be important one for you to face the examination. In my next class, I will start my discussion with a new novel. Till then, you stay fine. Thanks for watching.